In the Landman Season 2 finale, Tommy Norris, Billy Bob Thornton, founded a new oil company, thus learning about CTT oil exploration in cattle should be crucial. It was left to the conclusion to explain how the show could continue after Tommy was let go from Mtex in Landman Season 2, Episode 9. Tommy had another trick up his sleeve, even though it appeared like he may return to working as a regular landman for Cammy, Demi Moore. Tommy decided to test whether he had one more home run left in him and took a chance on launching his own oil company rather than accepting a new position with Chevron or another oil company. It's obvious that Tommy is done with Mtex, and since Landman Season 3 has already been confirmed, learning about Tommy's new oil company will be essential to comprehending the show's future. Tommy took some significant steps to launch his own oil company rather than accepting a position at another oil company. Since Cooper was not represented by an attorney, he first had Nate void the agreement that transferred Cooper's land leases to Mtex. Tommy then went to Galeno, Andy Garcia, to obtain $44 million to reimburse Mtex with interest, as Mtex had still paid off the land buyout. Additionally, he received $18 million to drill new wells on the property. But it was easier said than done to persuade Galeno to give him the money. Tommy has already voiced strong opposition to Galeno, who has a substantial stake in Mtex. By demonstrating to Galeno that Cooper's proposal was too big to fail, whereas Cammy's plan to dig the offshore natural gas rig was fraught with difficulties and danger, Tommy was able to persuade him. In essence, he convinced Galeno that by investing in him, he would be able to recover whatever he would probably lose by supporting Cammy. Tommy had to immediately come up with a name for his oil company after securing the funds from Galeno. Tommy selected CTT Oil Exploration and Cattle since two corporations cannot have the same name, and he didn't have time to confirm his choice before Galeno made out the check. Tommy felt that portion of the name was too dumb to be used by another company, even if CTT isn't really involved in cattle yet. Tommy then went to tell his friends and family about CTT Oil Exploration and Cattle, explaining that it's a Norris family business rather than just his own. Cooper is the highest-ranking board member in the entire corporation, while the majority of Landman's cast members were given executive positions at CTT. Additionally, he presented the business plan, which states that CTT will keep drilling on the area Cooper first purchased in Landman Season 1 because he has previously struck oil 6 times. The future of CTT Oil Exploration and Cattle appears to be very clear. Tommy, Cooper, and TL will need to collaborate as a family in order to make the business successful. The destiny of Cammy and Mtex in Landman Season 3 is less certain. Tommy outlined a number of issues that could prevent them even if they do find gas, and Cammy's proposal to rebuild the offshore rig has only a 10% chance of succeeding. Cammy's gamble is probably going to fail, and in Landman Season 3, Mtex will either be sold or go bankrupt. Since Monty had always intended to sell the business for a profit, Nate made an effort to persuade Cammy to do so while she still had the opportunity. It's possible that she will see her gamble through to the finish and perish with the sinking ship that is Mtex, but it's also possible that she may eventually listen to reason. Cammy has a golden parachute, though, even if Mtex does go bankrupt. Monty left Cammy and their kids an enormous trust fund before he passed away. Cammy will be able to live a luxurious lifestyle even if the offshore gas rig gamble fails and she loses Mtex. In any case, it appears like Cammy and Mtex will play a considerably smaller part in Landman Season 3, with CTT Oil Exploration and Cattle taking their place as the show's main focus. Thank you for watching. Please, don't forget to subscribe.